Hi guys, this is Stephanie. Long time no see. Um, just hiding out a lot. I'm not happy with my current weight issues that I've been struggling with for a while, and it's really hard to vlog and to put it out there, the struggles that you have personally because you feel like a failure. Um, so I just kind of want to go over a little bit what's been going on with me the last 5 years and what I'm doing now. I can't stand looking at my face in the camera. Ugh, ugh. Anyway, I was a size 2. I'm under 5'3", like 5'2 3/4. And my last round I hit, I think 122 or 126 or something like that. Um, I had a hard time maintaining that. I maintained it for a while, but then in 2012, um, I went through a lot of difficult issues in my family. There were some major shakeups in our life that really, really like deeply affected me and affected my family. I spent probably all of 2012 extremely depressed, and I might have talked about this in another video later, but it really affected me. In 2012, I managed to stay in the 130s, and that was amazing considering the amount of stress that I went through that year. And but after that in 2013, I think it rebounded to the point where the stress, I can't even imagine what my adrenals were doing during that time. But the stress finally caught up with me. And so in 2013, I went up to the 140s, stayed in the 140s for a while, and then like probably gained another 20 pounds from 2014 to 2015. And so I think in 2015, I ended up in the 160s. And then from 2016 or 2015 to last year, I kind of jumped into the 170s and I stayed in the 170s for a while. And then just through 2016, I started jumping up, you figure 10 to 20 pounds a year. So I'm pretty much back where I started round one 6 years ago. So I'm not very happy with myself. It's very depressing. Um, I don't even know what to say because I just feel like I want to go bury myself in a hole, basically. I haven't played tennis in a year, and two reasons. So when I did HCG before, I was working at home. Now I'm not. In 2013, I started working outside of the home. Um, as my hours grew, that just kind of added to some of the stress that I was going through. And I couldn't figure out how to balance my work and my home life and take care of myself. So the past 3 years, I've been very focused on my job and not focused on me. And I just we do that so many times as wives, as mothers, just the things that we have to do in our lives. I gave up on myself, I think. I've just gotten to the point where I just didn't even know what to do. I tried to do HCG several times between 2013 and now. Pretty much failed every time that I would try to do HCG. Um, I would try to set my mind focused for a while, and then I would just lose focus for various reasons. I would get really stressed out. And um, if you are familiar with my vlogs at all, I mean, there's times, I don't eat right, period. Very sensitive to carbs. I skip meals, kills my metabolism. It's just one big cycle, you know, one after the other. So, if I don't eat, my metabolism just goes down. I've had thyroid issues and things like that. And I have no desire to get back on thyroid medication. I did fine without it for a while. And when I have my weight under control and watch my carb intake, I do pretty well. So I'm so sorry if this vlog is long. Um, I've been hiding out in a hole for a while, and so I have to tell you kind of what's happened to me in the last month or so. I'm like, I need to get my life organized. I need to get my house organized. I need to take care of myself and find the place where I was happy. And I was happy when I lost weight. I never felt that way about myself before. I just felt this joy that I achieved something that I'd struggled with since I was 15 years old. When I first did HCG, I was watching some of my videos past couple of days. So I was 37 and now I am 42. It's 5 years later. So, just looking at that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm in my 40s and it's getting harder now to lose weight. It was hard enough when I did HCG before. I was successful at it, but when you get older, seems like it just gets harder and harder. I do work a lot. I don't have stable hours. It's a struggle. So what happened to me, I'll just try to get to the point. I'm like, you know, talking randomly right now, trying to gather my thoughts. I was working on um, figuring out I really need to organize my life. So I've been reading a lot of organizational type books and things like that, and really thinking about my weight and where I want to be and how depressed I am. Um, and I want to change that. So as I've been organizing my clothes, I went through my closet on Wednesday or Thursday last week and started doing an organizational method with my clothes, and I grouped them according to size, and I have every size clothing from an extra small to an extra large or a 2X. That's a problem. And I never got rid of my small clothes because that's my goal clothes and that's my happy time. But when I lost a lot of weight, they say give up your clothes so that it doesn't encourage you if they're in your closet that you're just going to go back up in size, like, oh, I've got those, it's no big deal. However, I did do that. I got rid of all of my clothes when I lost weight, literally everything. Um, then I started gaining weight. So slowly my closet ended up where, at first I'd have 2 4s. There were a few 6s that I had kept, because clothing size is weird. Um, but then gradually my clothes got tighter and I started buying 8s. When I started working in 2013, I was wearing a lot of 8s. I was like, I'm fine with that. It's a medium. It's okay. That's what I told myself in my head. And slowly I went up to 10s. And then I was like, okay, well, I need to stop at this point. I think that's when I tried to do some rounds. Then I started hitting 12s and 14s, and now I'm mainly in 16s.